So when you set your goals, set out clear expectations, realistic stuff, right? Goals are easily met. The more opportunities you create, the more relationships you can build, right? So when I tell you guys, like, look, let's get to the nitty gritty because I want you guys to obtain a lot of goals. I want you guys to achieve things. I want you guys to have fun. So everything you write down for your goal, okay? This is the most important thing that's changed my life. Everything I do, the question that I have is, how can I have fun doing it? Because I'm having fun right now, just so you know. A lot of people are like, oh, you're speaking, that's your job, okay? And when I set those goals and I talked, so one time I was in a class when I worked for that other company, it was giving me that big salary and paid for my Mercedes and paid for my home health care and all this stuff, right? $100,000 Mercedes, they paid all this stuff, man, it was good. I was like, dude, this is living, right? Get my car, I'm like, the steering wheel, tearing that thing on and go down the road. I'm like, I gotta do this some shit today, you know? And then I get there and I get out there and then people would complain. I'm like, dude, I'm doing this shit for free basically to help you grow your business and you're gonna complain at me? Dude, you need to leave. And then what I did is I went in and what happened was the negativity in the audience, because now I control what I want, right? I get to choose where I get to go. I get to choose when I get to speak. I get to talk about the content I want to talk about, right? And so I went home one day and I told my wife, I'm like, I just can't do this shit anymore. I said, I love helping realtors. I love helping people. I love changing people's lives. But the problem is I can't do it my way. I said, I'm going to quit. She's all looking at me like, what in the hell did you just say? And I'm like, because my wife she didn't work. She'd been in a retirement plan. Okay? She had my daughter Savannah, and so she became retired. Right? And then I had my daughter Macy, and at that moment, it was the best thing that could ever happen because my daughter was going through a lot of shit. Right? And she still goes through it. And you know, my wife's there for her. I commend her for it. Do we have problems where we've had problems? Absolutely. Everybody's got problems. Have we worked through some shit that's uncomfortable where people want to judge you? Yeah, everybody works through some shit. No relationship is perfect. Would you guys agree on that? Okay. So I go home and I say, I'm going to quit. Well, here's the other kind of, you know, wrench that I kind of threw into that is that she was 3 months from having my son born. Okay. So let's talk about leaving a very good cushy job to go, hey, guess what, babe? Today, I'm going to go chase my dreams and go work on them and open up my own company. And well, I know you're pregnant, but let's not really be stressed about life because, you know, it'll be okay. And then I look back and I'm like, I turn around and she's behind me and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do right now. Like, what am I supposed to do? And I'm like, all right. So I called a client and I said, this is what I want to do. And I said, I don't know if I can do it. And he goes, dude, you already are doing it. That's the problem. Have you guys bought and sold, represented somebody and selling and buying a home? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I'm sorry, I can't hear you. How did it feel? Then do it again and again and again and again, because when you make people feel amazing, you will feel amazing with them. The problem is you look at people and you have problems that come through the transaction and you do nothing to fix it. I fixed it. I left. I could not come home every day, be miserable as fuck and take it out on my family. And that's what I was doing. I was sleeping in another room because my wife and I were fighting all the damn time. Why? Because I took your fucking problems home with me. I was you. I get it. Yeah, I dropped the F-bomb. Yes, I do. I don't care if you like it or you don't. If that's the message you remember you from, you missed every part of this. The part of the problem is you. And the things that you allow. Oh man, I got this today. Oh, my kids got this today. Oh, I got that today. Oh, I got shit that I got to do today. It's because you never make yourself a priority when you set goals. When I get into this room and Aaron goes, dude, what should we do? I'm like, I want to talk about some goals. Because I want them to understand in 2022, you can triple your business. You can quadruple your business. The lady I did the interview with, which I told you that deleted all her real estate friends, did not believe in herself. I told her, I said, when we did this interview, when she deleted all these friends and she had that, I said, what you don't understand is this is just the beginning. Years later, we do another interview. Her name is Carmen Lance. So if you go to my YouTube channel, watch your first interview, watch your second one. She's going to tell you all the shit that I'm telling you today. She did it. She became from a $5 million producer, listening to dipshits in our industry saying, post this, do this shit, do whatever, with no measurable data other than what they're Googling. Okay? That's the problem. I will call someone out on their bullshit because they don't practice what they preach. I did it last night. If you really want to know, smoke and mirrors, people. Y'all getting smoked. You know what that means? That means it's an illusion. Because all these statistics you don't know, you're like, I gotta sit down for a minute. I need to take a drink and smoke a cigarette real quick. I just feel like things just went too high. Why? Because you are smoking mirrors, man. You get it? You get what I'm saying? If you follow it and you chase your dreams. Now if we do 150, how about we do 250? Sounds good. I like that, right? I like that. So when you listen to Carmen, she's like, man, I went through so many things. And she's like, but you're the way that I am. Like when you guys see me, even if you join and you go live, I'm the same fuel. I have passion for what I do. You know why? I take that same reality when I tell you guys and I say, dude, when you get that commission check, you're looking at the commission check. See, when my clients, yeah, sure, they pay me and they do the stuff, I look at the text messages I'm getting. I had a client I lit up 2 weeks ago. Yesterday he goes, I have 3 new deals. Thank you. You know what he did? He simplified the process. So here's what I want to tell you when you set your goals and we're trying to do an income goal, okay? This is the easiest thing, okay? Easiest thing. Do you know how you get your business? Okay, whether it's social media, whether it's handwritten cards, some referrals, right? Okay. Typically what happens in real estate is you guys try to do way too much stuff. Oh, they said do this. And then I went to this panel and they're all doing this. And then they said, oh, go do a CRM. And then so I got all these emails and then, oh, go do this and then do this, right? So you're never really understanding what your data is because you're trying so much different shit because you're like, well, this is the top producer and that's all they do. Simplify the situation. But when you simplify the situation with your clients, the reason that we don't lay out clear expectations is because you don't lay them out with yourself. We still dictate like, hey, we're going to do this, hey, we're going to do that, right? Would you agree? Okay. So, like for me, I had another training platform, right? I was on another one. I was on my buddy Brad's at the time, and he'd always come in and, dude, he gave me more shit about that. It was just... And I just didn't want to agree with the things that he wanted on how he did it. And then he's changed some stuff. And I don't know if it's because of me, but I just kept telling him, like, dude, you can have more opportunity if you do this. And he's a very smart guy. But here's a guy that makes all this money, does very well. And I think he took a little bit of notation of what I said because I got what I wanted. Now I've got it and I've sold systems for him. So it all comes back full circle, right? So we all want everybody to win. He's a guy that wants you to win. If you don't follow him, his name's Bradley, Bradlea. Follow him on Instagram. The guy's amazing. He really is a true, authentic guy of how he is. He loves to help people. He says it how it is. He closes people, not sell them. We're going to talk about that today too. But at the end of the day, so here I am, okay? I got a subscription cost. I told you guys what's funny is I gave you guys my grandfathered price that I haven't done in years, and none of you took advantage of it. And I guarantee you when you look at my shit that I'm guaranteeing I can make you $1 million. And none of you took advantage of it. Isn't that weird? Literally, if you look me up and research me, which some of you have been watching my videos, you said, I'm guaranteeing you that if you do the shit that I tell you to do, I will generate leads for you that you'll never have to worry about and build systems for you. So I had this other training platform, and during the time I had the training platform, my clients would not, I don't think they complained, they were just giving suggestions, okay? So they were giving me suggestions, and I would go and I just have casual conversations with Brad, and I'm like, because his didn't have some of the things at the time, and I'm like, oh, if they had this or had that, well, all of a sudden they're there. Right? And what I factored was they said, dude, it can be a little bit more organized. Can we have a file vault? Can we find things more efficiently? Like, how do I track this? How do I do that? Blah, 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 blah. So then I go on his training platform, and the thing that I built is like, because sometimes you guys will be 10 o'clock at night or 4 o'clock in the morning, and you're going, man, I just want to learn some stuff. I want to know how do I sell a house correctly? How do I lead gen off the people that I just got this buyer from before I even go meet them? Right? And so what I did is I built a virtual training platform that every question I've ever had in my career, it's categorized and it's all there to help you build it. And then if you have questions, I get people to post in my group. Because then I answer that question. Because if you had the question, guess what? You guys had some great questions yesterday. But guess what? You helped everybody by being vulnerable. The people that ask questions, congratulations. You were vulnerable yesterday. People that just sat there and didn't do shit, what's the point of coming? Ask questions. That's how you learn. Like I may spit something out and you're like, dude, can you elaborate a little bit more on that? Absolutely. I'm here to help you guys. Okay, I know the answer. So now I'm telling you guys, let's start asking some questions like, dude, I want to do X, Y, Z. Tell me how to do this shit. Because I will tell you how to do it. You may not like it. It may be a struggle, but that's how we do it, right? Right? Oh, okay. I was just checking if I was still in the room. I was like, did I lose them?